You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Fishing the DMV. This is a big tournament update announcement for the Sizzlin Summer Showdown. So a couple of quick little announcements before we get into the standings and everything updated. First off, I do apologize. It's so late getting to this. Had a couple of life things come up. A couple of job interviews that I had to take and making a little bit of side income trying to make ends meet right now. Again, not an excuse, and I do apologize for it. And again, I also do apologize with a little bit of a mess up on the back end of Tourney X when I first started the tournament, because it was supposed to be a smallmouth division and the mixed bag division. I put too many fish on the back end that counted, and that kind of messed up having a mixed bag division, where it would have, trying to keep an Excel spreadsheet of that would have been an absolute nightmare, and I had to pick the lesser of two evils. Completely my fault, blame me. I do apologize if that messed up your tournament. And that's why I just tried to rip the Band-Aid off and let people know as soon as possible that decision I was going to make. And that's why back 2 weeks ago, I decided to let everyone know that we're doing a largemouth and smallmouth division there. So again, I do apologize for that. I really, really apologize for that mix up here. With that said, why don't we get into the tournament standings as of now with everything. So let me get the screen up here. All right, cool. Alrighty, perfect. So as you guys know, this is the Sizzlin Summer Showdown. The Sizzlin Summer Showdown presented by Fishing the DMV. It goes from July 12th to September 1st at midnight. I want to make sure that is a key point that you guys are all aware of. Let me pull that up here. So September 1st is Labor Day itself. The tournament ends at midnight on September 1st on Labor Day. Okay, so you can fish all day Labor Day, Monday, and then you can upload your stuff by midnight, please. Okay, that's kind of the turnoff for that. So again, I want you guys to know this. I want you guys to understand it. The tournament is going to continue and finish up on Monday. There's not going to be an extension. Part of it is just time and stuff. I need to put a little bit more effort into finding a job, and this is just one extra thing I can take off my plate. So we're not going to extend this tournament any farther. It's going to be finished up at midnight on Monday, September 1st. Okay, the next thing, this will make people happy or not, but to build up some dramatic tension, on Friday morning, and I repeat, on Friday morning, I will be hiding the standings. That's right. So again, on Friday morning at 10 p.m., at 10 a.m., I just had a stroke, I'm sorry. Friday morning at 10 a.m., the standings are going to disappear and you're not going to see them again. That means all weekend you can build up tension. So with that said, that gives you more than 24 hours to go through everything and review the standings, the side pots, all that stuff, so you guys can hustle this weekend to try to eke out the last little bit of this raceway here. Okay, so again, I'm going to hide the standings starting at 10 a.m. on Friday, and we're going to be able to build up dramatic effect going into the final part of this event. There will be a PDF of the standings, big fish, side pots, all that stuff. It'll be posted all over God's earth, and it'll be going to Patreon as well. So everyone is going to be able to have this information. Sound good? Okay, cool. So again, tournament ends at midnight on Monday, September 1st, and then all the standing of this stuff will be available up until Friday at 10 a.m. So with that said, why don't we get into it? So the first division is going to be the largemouth standings. We're going to go in 17th place with 12.75 inches. We have Ty Hemlock. In 16th place with 14.50 inches, we have Cody Oliver. In 15th place with 16 inches, we have Brian Lucas. In 14th place with 60.25 inches, we have Lee Wells. In 13th place with 119.50 inches, we have Michael Prey. In 12th place with 121.00 inches, we have Charlie Russell. In 11th place with 131.75 inches, we have Aaron Ball. In 10th place with 132.50 inches, we have Greg Oakes. In ninth place, with 138.75 inches, we have Gary Duncan. And then a tie basically for eighth place, we have Jason Church with 138.75 inches. It's basically interchangeable, those places right there. And again, we'll do tiebreakers and stuff once the tournament is over. We will get into that, so fear not. In seventh place in the largemouth division with 144.50 inches, we have Jamie McLean. In sixth place with 146.50 inches, we have Bruce Callis. In fifth place, the Smith Mountain Lake Killer himself with 153.25 inches, we have Jason Niche. In fourth place with 155.50 inches, killing it this tournament, we have Pete Whitaker. In third place with 164.00 inches, we have Larry Gray. In second place with 166.75 inches, we have Stephen Beck. And in first place with 169.25 inches, we have Dave Hart, absolute killer from near the border. Love it, dude. Absolutely great. And again, guys, so this will be available on Patreon, on the Patreon Facebook group page as well. These standings, go check them out. I will also upload the PDF file so you can check that out. But these are your standings if the tournament ended today. Again, the tournament on Turning X will be shut off to look at the standings at 10 a.m. on Friday, just to build up some suspense. Alrighty, so let's get to the next one here. We're gonna go with the largemouth. The 4 biggest largemouth. And you guys know, these tournaments here, they are not meant to get rich quick. They're not to make you famous. This is a way I say thank you to my Patreon supporters. This is an accessory to say thank you to the people that support the show, and I backstop all of it. So believe it or not, a lot of the money comes out of my own savings account right now. So this is a thank you to the Patreon supporters. And so what I did to try to spread the love around is not one person can just win all the big fish awards. I'm going to go with the 4 biggest largemouth for the largemouth division. And if a guy catches 2 that are 30 inches long, you can count your biggest one, and then we'll go to the next biggest largemouth caught by somebody else. Again, way for me to say thank you and just spread the love around and make it fun, because I want this to always be about fun first and not about using this as a way to backstop your finances. So in fourth place, the 4th largest largemouth caught in this event is, drumroll please. Oh, let me get this here. So here we go. Get this here. Drumroll please. The 4th biggest largemouth caught is Stephen Beck. Boom. Congratulations, dude. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This 22.00 inch beauty. Absolutely a beautiful, beautiful fish. Alrighty, so let's get into our third biggest largemouth so far in the Sizzling Summer Showdown. We have Bruce Callis with this beautiful 22.75 inch monster, absolute monster that still holds up. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Now, we have an interesting thing. What is our second biggest fish? What is it? Who is it? Well, without further ado, we have the man from the North Carolina area. We have the myth, the legend, David Hart. Dave has this beautiful 23.25 inch stud that he just brought across the leaderboard. Absolutely a beautiful fish. And the biggest largemouth we have so far in the event is about the same size. It's from Larry Gray with this beautiful 23.25 inch stud. Really hard for me to pick which one went where. I believe Larry caught his first, so I just put it like that. But that is what we have for the largemouth division. Absolutely insane fish catches, guys. And what's funny is a friend of mine from MVKB, a huge shout out, Eddie, he caught one that was like almost 24 inches. Now he's not fishing this tournament, but he caught a massive one. So there's some big largemouth being caught this year all through the DMV area. Now, so let us go to the next part here. we're going to go to the smallmouth division, and I'm going to keep it hidden here just to build up a little bit of drama. Now, we have more smallmouth contending anglers, believe it or not, than we had largemouth contending anglers. So we're going to go with our 23 spots. In 23rd place, we have George Lazo with 29 inches. In 22nd place, we have Chun, the chatterbait legend, with 34.50 inches. In 21st place, we have Cody Oliver with 68.75 inches. In 20th place, we have Ty Helmick with 110.50 inches. In 19th place, partially my fault because I also mixed up the mixed bag division, we have Jamie McLean with 111.75 inches. In 18th place, we have Scott Miller with 120 inches. In 17th place, we have Sterling Trey Leach with 122.75 inches. In 16th place, we have Tyler Sims with 124.50 inches. In 15th place, we have Lee Wells with 129.75 inches. In 14th place, with 131.00 inches, is Brian Lucas. In 13th place through 11th place, because again, we will figure this out once the tournament is over. We'll do tiebreakers and all that jazz. We have Nathan Fee, Brian Heath, and Charlie Russell. All of them have 131.75 inches, and that would be 13th through 11th. But again, that we will adjust that here once the tournament is over. We'll go through all of our tiebreakers. And then in 10th place, we have Matthew Gills with 136.75 inches. In 9th place, we have Douglas Spatch with 140.50 inches. In 8th place, we have Joey Edwards with 145.50 inches. In 7th place, we have the legend of the Shenandoah River. We have Greg Oakes with 146.00 inches. In 6th place, we have Todd Spatch. Yep, I said that right. Todd Spatch with 148.25 inches. And then we got our top five. Our top five of the tournament ended today. In 5th place, we have Toby Foster with 149.50. In 4th place, we have Jose Serrano with 154.75 inches. And then here's our top three. We have Jared Clare with 158 inches on the dot. And then our top two anglers, we have Cliff Bennett with 162 inches, and then Jacob Hausman with 164.75 inches. This is how, if it ended today, this is what the tournament format would look like. You guys can take a look at the standings there. Try to build it up with a little bit more dramatic effect. Let's get to the smallmouth division. All right, first up, we have the Susquehanna or Pennsylvania tournament. Now, again, how I did this with the old smallmouth division, I adjusted it a little bit here because there are so many smallmouth rivers and they're so unique, and I wanted to break it up by region. So Pennsylvania waters, Virginia waters, Maryland waters. Those are the three regions for Big Fish Smallmouth Awards, because there are some people that make trips up to like Lake St. Clair, Lake Champlain, St. Lawrence. You can't count those kind of fish towards this big fish bag. So, and then I got some other little tournament notes that we'll talk about here at the end as well. But anyway, so we're going to start with the Pennsylvania division. The second biggest smallmouth caught out of Pennsylvania waters is Jared Clare with this beautiful 21-inch smallmouth. The first largest, but they're basically tied, we have this beautiful one by Jacob Hausman that's 21 inches long. Beautiful fish. And now let's get to the Maryland division. The second largest smallmouth caught in Maryland waters is by Jose Serrano. Beautiful, beautiful 20.5-inch smallmouth. Beautiful beast there. Oops, sorry. Too much clapping. Apologies there. Now, let's get to the biggest smallmouth that has been caught in Maryland waters, we have the river rat himself, Cliff Bennett. Beautiful 21.50 inch brown football. Still holds it down there on the Maryland waters, the upper Potomac, as you were. Now let's get on to the the Virginia side of things. The second biggest smallmouth caught out of Virginia waters goes to Matthew Gills. Beautiful, beautiful fish here. Let me pull that up for you. Oop. Beautiful, beautiful fish caught by Matthew. 20 inches on the dot. Absolutely a stud. And then the biggest smallmouth caught in Virginia waters goes to this guy right here, Ty Helmick. Sorry, boss. Beautiful, beautiful fish, dude. Congratulations. A 21.50 inch football. Beautiful smallmouth that it came out of Virginia. Virginia's really showing out from the smallmouth waters. Absolute awesome stuff here. And that is how your smallmouth, largemouth standings and big fish awards shake out if everything ended today. And of course, when the tournament is all over, I will go through all the tiebreakers and all that stuff as well. So let's get into the next part of our challenge here, which is the side pot challenge. Now, as you guys know, the next tournament that we do, I'll be increasing all the side pots. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm taking everyone's feedback on our private Facebook group seriously, trying to get that all figured out right now. But I give away $100 and a plaque to the first and second largest snakehead caught, the first and second largest sunfish or bluegill caught, the first and second largest rock bass caught, and the first and second largest crappie caught. So it's $100 and a plaque for all that, dude. That's what you guys get. And this is how it shakes out right now. First off, we have the snakehead side pot that we're going to be going into right now. And yeah, this right here, a little sad about. Not going to lie, a little bit sad because there's only been 2 snakehead in a month and a half reported. 2 snakehead, that's it. And the second largest snakehead is by the dragon tamer himself, Lee Wells, with a 26.25 inch beauty. And in first place, with the largest snakehead caught in this event, we have Jason Church with his 27.25 inch dragon. Now, let us move on to the next side pot challenge. We have Aaron Ball with La Crappie, a 14.50 inch crappie. Beautiful, beautiful fish. And then our second biggest crappie right now, which is the only other crappie that's been submitted, is by Larry Gray. This is a beautiful fish. It is done upside down wrong, but it's the only other crappie that's been submitted. So, you know, what are you going to do? So guys, go out there and catch some more crappie. You got a couple of days. Go check that out. That's how our crappie thing looks right now. Let's get into the bluegill side pot challenge. Again, $100 to catch a damn bluegill. Come on, guys, get after it. Let's get right into it. We have the largest bluegill so far. There will be a tie with that. We have Aaron Ball again. He is just trying to take all the side pot money through all the species. He's got a beautiful 8-inch bluegill right here. And then the second largest bluegill is by Ty Helmick. I'm sorry if I butcher your last name. My brain don't work too good. But that is a beautiful 8-inch bluegill sunfish right there as well. Now, let's get into the rock bass challenge. And we got a couple more contenders here. The first up, we have Tyler Sims with a beautiful 7.25-inch rock bass. And then if we go to the next slide, the next biggest, or is the same size, is another 7.25-inch rock bass by Douglas Spatch. Congratulations to everybody. Those are all the fish standings from the side pot, the smallmouth, big bass, largemouth standings. That is everything right now. And this will be up on Patreon. You guys can go check out the standings. It'll also be on the private Facebook group as well. Let's get into just a couple more things when it goes going over the old Tournament El Rulios, okay? Tournament El Rulios. First thing up, as always, guys, do not submit a fish with yellow puffy eyes. If it looks like it has to take a Taco Bell shit, I'm probably going to just not count that fish because the only fish that really have those eyes are the ones that are dead. And that'll just cut down on the old chitty cheat. The next thing is, this is how you measure a fish if you just want to know how to do it. There's this little screenshot right here. One hand is preferable. No hand is also preferable. Make sure I see the eye identification somewhere. Left eye is facing me. Its snout is touching the bump board, and then I have about an inch or two on the back end of the tail so I can see it. Please, if you're night fishing, you're perfectly allowed to night fish, but make sure it's well lit when you take the photo so it doesn't look like some kind of prisoner footage. All right, mouth-wise, if it's cracked up just a wee bit of a hair, probably it's not, it's going to be fine, no issue. The only issue is when that mouth is blatantly gaping, a foot wide. That I'm going to have to dock you for points. You guys know that. I'm just going to go down to the next smallest size. So if it's 12.5 inches, it'll go down to 12.25. So that's with that. And then if you guys have any questions and you need to get in contact with me, check me out on Facebook. You can Facebook message me, Instagram message me, email me, fishingdmv@gmail.com. Sometimes the Patreon app messenger works. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't have a great track record of me seeing alerts unless I open the app. Everything else works really great. You guys know how to get a hold of me there. It's super duper easy. Last thing. We're going to be making some adjustments to the next tournament. I'm going to be reaching out and sampling some feedback from all you guys. Personally, I don't like doing a mass poll because I believe in mass psychosis theory about how people vote and communicate. So I like to reach out privately to a bunch of people and just kind of get a sampling is what we're going to do. There are going to be some things that I'm going to let you guys mass vote on too, but there will be some changes and of course more side pot fish to the next event as well. So let's get some stuff straightened out then. Tournament goes until Monday, September 1st at midnight. You have to submit all your fish. This Friday, at 10 a.m., I am hiding the standings. You won't have them. You will have this standing, this PDF. The screenshots will be all over God's earth. You have a way to know where everyone stacks. And then from there on, you guys got to do your own homework about calculating how much you need post every fish. And then later on next week, I will make the announcement of everyone and the winners and all that jazz. So again, that's what we got so far for the Sizzling Summer Showdown. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. And I will see you guys next time on Fishing the DMV. Bye. You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.